I've just realised I've muted myself again. Well done. D-Unit special right there. Mark Goldbridge, eat your heart out. Press the bloody unmute button, you idiot. We're back. We're live. The football's here. It's Burnley versus Chelsea, so you didn't hear me stuff up the fact that I said it was someone else to kick off the whole thing. So that's good news. Chalobah starts. He's on track for the 17-pointer that I'm hoping for. So let's hope, and long may we hope, that it actually comes in. And yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to have the chat on the screen for the first game. And look, this is the warm-up for the 3 p.m. games. I'm not expecting to do a shot on this stream. I'm expecting a 2-0 Chelsea win. In fact, I just put a bet on Chelsea to beat Burnley. And this is what I put in the bet. Liam Delap to score. Chalobah to score. Over 7.5 corners. Burnley goalkeeper to make 2+ saves. And the Chelsea goalkeeper to make 1 or more saves. And that was paying $22 to 1. So I put my bonus bet of $1 on it. So hopefully I make $22. And Chalobah gets me the 17-pointer. And yeah, let's get into it. Hopefully that's, yes, I've nailed it. That's a very smooth transition. Let's get, actually, hold on. You guys are going to have to bear with us 1 second while I muck around here and do a couple of things. There we go. Get that off the screen. Let's change that to that. That looks better. There we go. All right. Brilliant. Don't need the manual background off. First half is ready to kick off. I'm going to go through the lineups really quickly. The lineups for the game are, before I quickly dive into the chat, the lineups for this game are interesting. My Garnacho pick for the differentials is completely in the bin. He's been benched, and I mean, this is Maresca Roulette, and I've talked about Maresca Roulette, and I've been unlucky. So for Burnley, it's DUBRAVKA in goal. It's Walker at right back, Tunzambe and Esteve in the centre-back positions. Hartman does start at left back. In the midfield, it's Florentino and Cullen. And on the right, it's Chichawaka, Anana. And then it's Oga Chokobuku. And then it's Anthony. And then it's Fleming up front. For Chelsea, it's Sanchez in goal, Kukurea at left back, Arabayo and Chalobah at centre-back, James at right-back. It's then Andri Santos and Enzo Fernandez in the midfield. Caicedo, unfortunately, I did say that I thought he'd be benched, and he has been benched. Gittins is the surprising inclusion here. He's starting on the left. João Pedro on the 10. Pedro Neto on the right, as I expected. And Delap up front. The big shock here for me is that James is starting and that Gittins is starting in front of Garnacho. That is I did not see that coming. I would not have picked Garnacho if I didn't think he was going to start, but here we are. Maybe he'll do something off the bench. On the substitute bench for Burnley, it's Weiss, Jacob Brunlarsen, Lyle Foster, Marcus Edwards, Edgar Perez, Brodja, Medbury, and Laurent. And for Chelsea, it's Philip Jorgensen, Badr Deshili, Hato, Caicedo, Gusto, Aaron Pong, Mark Gui, Estevao, and Alejandro Garnacho. There we go. We've just got that just in time. We're going to quickly start the timer. We are up and about. We are ready to go, folks. And the live football has been avoiding us for the last 2 weeks. We are back, and we are back with a bang, baby. And we're good to go, I think. Let's have a look. Yes, the timer is up and about. We're ready. The football's ready. This is exciting. It's good to be back, boys. It's good to be back. Get in the chat. Get your predictions in. I can't believe that it's not 100% Chelsea win. Someone has actually voted for something else other than a Chelsea win. 86% of the chat at the moment. I'm going to leave that up for the first 10 minutes. Yeah, we are back. And yeah, I'm muted. I know. Unbelievable. Muting. I'm too excited. I muted myself. The scenes. The absolute scenes. But yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully, actually, I just got to quickly check something. Yes, I've done that. Very good. All right, we're up and about. Club commentary's on. Chelsea about to kick off. Liam Delap's about to get us underway. The Saturday watch-alongs have begun, and we are up and about. It feels good to have the Premier League back. This is officially the start of the proper season. When they get rid of the last international break and we have this break of like 3 months in a row where we just get football galore, this is my favourite time of the year. I get excited for this, and it is exciting. 83% only Chelsea win now. Oh, my God, what is wrong with the chat? The chat's lost the plot. Maybe they're hoping for wild things. Same old Darius, I know. No audio as usual, idiot. FPL is back at last. I've got a good record going against Haaland. And now, FYI, as we can see, Bruno Fernandes is locked as a captain. I've never, I hope this stays true after this weekend, I've never, ever lost to Haaland captain when I've captained Bruno. So I'm hoping that this run of luck does continue, but you can only hope. You can only hope. Enzo DUBRAVKA, you troll. He is definitely a troll. I hate Enzo roulette is actually probably the worst roulette in the game. Glad I didn't bench James. I know Burnley not playing 5 at the back. Feels like DUBRAVKA getting save points are a good chance. Yeah, that's why I bet for him to make at least 2 saves. Reece James will haul today. Inside China. Listening to you reading a team sheet is listening to Del Boy trying to order French food. I know, it's pretty bad. Let us know if James inverting or attacking. I will. Need a Chalobah clean sheet and a goal to get the game. I know, that's exactly what I'm hoping for. 17-pointer. If Chalobah gets a 15-pointer, I'm going to give 5 memberships straight off the bat. I'm in a giving mood today. I'm expecting lots of points from my team. And if they deliver, the chat will deliver. Can't wait. 3-0 win with Delap double to be nice. Good luck, everyone. I know, especially if you bought in Delap, what a masterstroke. I think he is probably going to get some good minutes moving forward, so that feels pretty nice. Need your Enzo to bang. It's long overdue. It is long overdue. I think if you held him this long, this might be his final, this might be his week at the last chance saloon, because if he doesn't deliver now, I don't think you can possibly hold him post this week. That's my gut read on Enzo. And at the moment, I've been quite lucky to dodge the fact that I didn't buy him, because I feel like he would have been like the Phil Foden that I had. Like Phil Foden, look good, no points. Enzo Fernandez has looked good, no points so far. Burnley starting early doors here. Nice cutback. Chalobah in the way. Very nice. I think that was Chalobah in the way. Or was Reece James. Oh, no. What's Sanchez doing? Oh, what is he doing? He's lucky. It hasn't come pear-shaped, but that was... And now Enzo Fernandez is down on the ground. And he's definitely injured. The referee has called for something. So Enzo Fernandez is on the ground. I don't know what Sanchez is doing, but Sanchez has come out here and he's been... I have to watch his back. What was he doing? So he gets the ball... Oh, and he kicks it into his own man. What an idiot. He's kicked it into the back of Enzo Fernandez. And Enzo Fernandez has gone down like a sack of potatoes. I mean, I don't know why he's gone down. He's literally just copped the ball in the back. It shouldn't actually hurt him that much. But, alas, it is what it is. Well, if his knee popped from him getting the ball cannoned into the back of him, it's obviously a very weak knee. That's the best way of describing that. That was... I'm not sure what that was, but that was a bit weird. Sorry, I'm just quickly sharing this. We're still waiting for the game to get underway. The referee's going to drop ball, and we are back and up and running. Enzo Fernandez is about to come back on. Honestly, I don't know why he went down, man. If you can't handle a ball getting kicked into the back here, what are you made of? What are you actually made of if you can't handle that? Well, he's got the ball now. This is a very good run from Pedro Neto down the right here. And old mate number 5 comes across, and I think that's Esteve actually, as comes across and wins a defensive contribution against Pedro Neto, wins the ball, and then obviously gets the ball recovery, but the ball recovery doesn't count. I captain Mateta. I'm hoping for the best. Well, Kyle, you've got a very good track record of picking a good captain, so I'm hoping that works well. The chat's had pre-game drinkies. The chat has. Enzo's definitely not coming off. He's perfectly fine. He literally just copped the ball in the back of him. He'll be fine. He'll run that off. Also, Robert Sanchez is such a... Robert Sanchez is... He's a calamity waiting to happen. He reminds me of the clown, Andre Onana. And I'm just glad I don't have to watch him every single week playing for Man United, because Sanchez is the same. He's got a mistake in him in any given week. D-Unit's 10 shots short of pronouncing everyone's names perfectly. I know, 100%. Hopefully that happens in the 3 p.m. watch-alongs. Hopefully it doesn't happen with Haaland banging in a hat-trick, because or else I'll feel like an absolute ditz. I'm trying to work out whether Chalobah's starting on the right of defence here. Hold on, what number is Chalobah? He's Chalobah's number 23. So Chalobah's starting on the... Is Chalobah number 23? Or am I just making that up? Let me double check. All right, Chalobah's starting on the left-hand side of the centre defence, and old mate number 4, however you say his name, Arabaeo, he's starting on the right centre-back position next to James. So that's going to be interesting because they had it around the other way. Oh, here we go. Enzo, nice ball out to Gittins. That's why Garnacho should be playing. Gittins literally just gifts the ball away and then he's just fouled old mate, and the refs played the advantage. But why is he playing Gittins? Oh, and here we go. Gittins, he's just now number 17's away, whoever that is for Burnley, one of the blokes I can't say. Chalobah with a great block, a great start there, one defensive contribution into the books there. But that was all because Gittins just sat there and gave a sloppy pass away and did nothing. João Pedro's been fouled here. I captain Mateta, hoping he scores a good bunch before Nketiah sub. Yeah, hopefully. Hoping for an Enzo return. What is it about goalkeepers that make them so... they literally do some dumb stuff. Horrible stuff. Semenyo fit to play? You'd hope so. I'm hoping he is. Otherwise, I've got Thiago off the bench, and if Thiago scores, I'll be quite happy if Semenyo's not fit and then he comes off the bench. Is the glass huge or are you just tiny? Probably a combination. The glass is pretty big. It's a Stein glass that I've got here. Yeah, pretty big glass. I benched Caicedo, win, need Cucurella return, hope he gets forward. I know, it's going to be interesting. I mean, like, Gittins is just... I don't know why he started Gittins. Gittins just... Like, when they signed him, I didn't quite understand it because I didn't think Gittins looked like that good of a player. And I've seen nothing in this game, early doors, that's made me think anything else other than the fact that why are you not starting Garnacho when you're playing Gittins and he's given the ball away in the first 5 minutes of the game? Santos has just done the same thing. Like some of these Chelsea players that they're playing, like Santos, I just remember Santos. I don't like Santos because that was the reason why Chalobah got sent off, because the idiot played a hospital back pass against Brighton at home and Chalobah was on track for a clean sheet and then he just played that awful pass and Chalobah had to do something as the last man and completely cooked it. So I'm very dirty on Santos. I don't like him at all because he literally played Chalobah off the field. It was like the worst ball. Oh, here we go. Burnley, horrible pass. Delap's away. Delap with a shot. Oh, that's poor. That's poor. He's got a bit selfish there. He's got a bit selfish there. I mean, it was a horrible pass from one of those blokes I can't pronounce. I'm not even going to bother to try. And then Delap really should have played it across, but he probably saw that it was Gittins and thought he's going to do nothing, so I'm going to take the shot on myself. And he probably should have just passed it back to someone else because that shot was woeful. It was very selfish completely. Do it yourself, Sanchez. That to crap. It was very poor. It was very poor stuff. Let's update the score. Up to 1 point here, boys. We're on minus 3 points now because Chalobah's obviously got 1 point and we did take a -4 in order to make the moves and get the team value. So hopefully it pays itself off tonight. And then we'll be loving life moving into Monday night when we've got Bruno captain and Mbumo. It could be a sensational end of the game week with some luck. It's going to be weird to see how my voice goes over the watch-alongs when my players play. Because there's a lot of players playing at 3 p.m. Senesi, Semenyo, Petrovic, Mateta, Munoz, Sarr. I've got 6 players playing in that watch-along, followed by Haaland afterwards. And I kind of hope Haaland does nothing. That would be biblical. Because I think he'll still be the most captain player quite comfortably. But, that's a high boot there from Chalobah. No, it's not Chalobah. Old mate. Oh, good block there from someone. Santos actually got back and did some good defensive solid blocking there. Chelsea have been very guilty of being sloppy with the ball in the first 10 minutes here. That's about the 3rd time they've gifted the ball away and Burnley have actually gotten to a decent position. Over to the back stick and a chance here for Hartman, but Hartman heads it way over the bar. Way over the bar there from Hartman. I mean, it was just sloppy. I think that was... however you say that bloke's name. There's so many blokes I can't pronounce in this game. It's really frustrating. Like, how about getting an easy name to pronounce would be nice. So that was Arajabayo giving the ball away, or just a poor challenge. And before it was, oh mate, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that Burnley name. It's just going to be, whenever that guy touches the ball, his name is number 17 and number 8. So number 17 and number 8 for Burnley, because I can't do it. I can't pronounce their names. So I'm not even going to bother trying because I'll look like an idiot. A Freudian slip. Lacroix scoring a brace today. Oh, you could be right, Roberto. Roberto, me and you. I hope that McAllister comes in, baby. I hope McAllister comes in for you. More than Sobozlai. That'd be pretty epic. Yeah, we love it. Both assists by Munoz. I would love a double attacking contribution from Munoz. It's going to be biblical, and a Virgil van Dijk blank would be absolutely hilarious. And it's pissing down with rain again here today. I don't know. Oh, Burnley in with another good chance. And it's a great block from Chalobah again. No, it's not Chalobah. It's the other bloke, Arachabayong, whatever his name is, and Kukurea just hoofs it clear. Chelsea under the cosh here a little bit. Burnley definitely pushing here. And that's headed away by Gittins. This is the problem. Maresca Roulette, you just can't trust him. Like, they should be accounting for Burnley quite easily, and they're making very hard work of it early doors. And it's really bucketing down outside. The storms are back in Kalgoorlie. What's going on out there? It wasn't meant to rain at all today, and it's just storming up. So hopefully the Starlink doesn't go down. The satellite doesn't get disconnected by the clouds. Bet you 3 a.m. it will go down. It will go down during the Newcastle Man City game around halftime. I'm calling it early. I hope so that Fleming Probs bangs one in. Need clubs to sign Smiths and Jones. Yeah, legit. It's probably easy to call him as Tosin. Tosin. Yeah, I like that. Thank you. That's what I needed. Someone to just say, call him Tosin. All right, here we go. João Pedro with a nice little flick through. Liam Delap tries to get in, but DUBRAVKA comes and hoovers that up before Delap can get there. Chelsea showing signs of life. Wow, Chelsea looks so bad without Kaisei. They do. Literally, Santos is a poor man's... I'm trying to think of an accurate representation. Santos is like a poor man's Fred. And I'd never really rated Fred. That's what I'd put him down as. He's a poor man's Fred. Burnley can't afford English name players. Podner. Brilliant. 20 minutes of Burnley pressure followed by 4 Chelsea goals. I mean, it could be. I mean, I'm just hoping for a Chalobah goal and a clean sheet. I mean, that would be very, very nice. Will it happen? Probably not. But one can dream. One can dream to the perfect FPL start. And Reece James is just... I don't know what that was. That was just a big hoof up the field and it's gone out of play. Dreaming. I mean, the 3 p.m. watch-alongs today are going to be biblical. So many games on. 5 games of football. Oh, João Pedro. Oh, what? How's that a foul by João Pedro? He's literally sat there and I thought he won the ball on number... Dreadlock bloke. Whoever that is. Number 8. Whoever number 8 is. That guy's name. Apparently he got there first and won the foul. You can but dream. Exactly. Exactly. I actually can't believe how much is bucketing down outside. All I can hear is rain. I know you guys can't hear it because the microphone definitely won't be picking it up because I've got the commentary on the computer and it doesn't pick that up, so you won't hear it. But it is pissing it down outside at the moment. Enzo Fernandez, I'm not going to lie, he doesn't look 100%. I think he's continuing on, but he definitely doesn't look his normal self. He hasn't got forward at all either, really. Other than that one little pass that he played kind of forward, not really much more to go off there. The 3 p.m. block of fixtures is going to be anarchy. I know, I'm scared. I don't know how many goals are going to be on there. So we're going to end that poll there. 82% think it's a Chelsea win, 14% think it's a draw, and 4% think it's a Burnley win. And based off what I've seen over the first few or first 15 minutes, the Chelsea win is by nowhere near assured. Especially when they're playing balls like that and giving the ball away. Chalobah's now been guilty of just throwing the ball away. I'm not seeing James anywhere near. I'm not sure what he's doing. I've sold Haaland. Whoa, what? You can't disrespect Turf more. I want to hear if that's actually correct. Have you actually sold Haaland? That's insane. All right, Chelsea are away here. Pedro Neto on the outside. Ducks back in, has the shot, and it's deflected, I think, out for a corner. It is out for a corner. All right, here we go, folks. Chalobah is making his way forward for the corner, which means that the potential goal could be incoming. Yeah, definite corner. Pedro Neto with the shot, clearly blocked, goes out for a corner. Pedro Neto going across, Reece James going across to take the corner. Chalobah has wandered up. He's looking menacing. He's trying to push past his marker, trying to feel him out. Knows that the D-Unit needs a goal. And what's he got? Reece James with the ball in, and I mean, that's easily dealt with by DUBRAVKA. It literally was on DUBRAVKA's head, and DUBRAVKA punches it clear. Santos has now got the ball. Chelsea look to recycle. It's out to... Wow, they've gone all the way back to Sanchez. That's the end of that attack, folks. There's nothing exciting coming out of there. No, but I'm maybe just a dreamer after all. Selling Haaland is ballsy, all right. I'm assuming you bought in Salah, Podner, if you sold Haaland. Only person you should sell Haaland for is a Sexco. I like it. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. This game has not been one full of quality so far. I'm not going to lie. Burnley have looked the better team. And they are 19th, I think. Let me just double check the table. I'm sure they're 19th. All right, Chelsea are third in the table. Oh, actually, I take that back. Burnley aren't even in the bottom three. They are 16th. I don't know how they're 16th, but they are. Nottingham Forest are 19th and West Ham are 18th. Well, there you go. That's how much attention I paid attention to the table. Pedro Neto with the ball in, headed clear. Chalobah now with the ball out to Gittins, who plays a 1-2 with João Pedro, but that's dealt with. So I actually thought Chelsea would go here and be a lot better than what I've seen the first 18 minutes. They've been, relatively speaking, quite poor. Liam Delap to Cucurella. Cucurella out to Gittins here. Gittins, what's he got? Gittins puts a ball in. Why is Garnacho not playing? Why is Garnacho not playing? Gittins has done nothing, and he's just wasted another really good opportunity and just puts it out for a goal kick. I mean, at least Garnacho actually has a shot. I don't know what he was attempting there. It was some sort of cross-come shot, and it was just crap. Nah, selling Haaland for DCL is the only option. I love it. Had 5 free transfers saved up, so bought in some players and made a better bench just off taking off the shackles. I had Salah already. Brought in Saka, Thiago, Watkins, Allison, and Luca Dean. Oh, that is ballsy. Had no flags on my team, just a shackle to Haaland and Salah. Fair. I don't mind it, to be honest. And I'm assuming the plan, Podner, is to bring in Haaland when Salah leaves for AFCON. I'm assuming that's the plan. Transfers and different, I like it. Yeah. Ooh, a save there from Robert Sanchez. So that's the save in the book for Chelsea. That was a long-range shot there from number 17 for Burnley. I'm not going to say his name, but the bloke who I can't say. He just had a long-range shot. It does force Sanchez into a fairly comfortable save. But again, Burnley looking the better team through the first 20 minutes. In a bit of a shock, to be honest. Yep, fair, yep. Nice, Podner. Nice. Good old Chelsea, man. I'd be so frustrated if I was a Chelsea fan because I feel like this team should be just like, I feel like Maresca is more of a barrier to Chelsea winning the league than anything else, because I feel like some of his team selections just don't make a lot of sense to me. Also, I don't know what they saw in buying Gittins. Gittins, I've watched a lot of Chelsea games this season, obviously with the live watch-alongs and that, and I do not know why they bought Gittins. Like, he just doesn't look like an overly good player. But I don't really rate Garnacho either, but I think that Garnacho is a far better player than what Gittins is. And I will admit, I'm a little bit shocked that Gittins got the start here. And Chelsea doing some dicey things here, playing around at the back, is putting some... It's getting my heart in my mouth because, oh my God. I feel like Burnley are going to pinch a goal from Chelsea's sloppiness at the back. The passing out here has been nothing other than woeful, to be honest. It's been very pedestrian-like. Oh, that was a nice bit of skill there from Fernandez, though. Obviously, the knee can't be bothering him too much if he's doing skills like that. Reece James finally had a touch of the ball. Played it out to Pedro Neto. He's barely touched the ball at right back. Oh, he's played a long ball forward here. And Gittins, yet again, not on his bike. He's just so not... He's not at the races. Like, James putting his hand up, but I wouldn't be putting his hand up. It was a good ball. Gittins just wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for the run. I don't know. Any Chelsea fans in the chat, let me know what you think of Gittins, because... Maybe I'm just salty because Garnacho didn't start. My differential hopes for the pubcast rely on him coming on and delivering. But I've been very unimpressed from Gittins so far. If he is an injured fair. Maresca is Timu Pep. 100%. Timu Pep is the best way to describe a Maresca roulette. It's horrible. It never seems to work. Gittins is just supposed to be fast and probably getting flipped for money. I agree. He's 100% getting sold for money. At some point. Did Garnacho travel on the international back and play? I think he did travel. I don't think he played an excessive amount of minutes, and I don't think he came back late either. Saving him for CL, potentially. Gittins, the sole reason Enzo hasn't had 8. Yeah, exactly. He's horrible. Like, honestly, Gittins is... he's not a Premier League player. Well, he's definitely not a Chelsea caliber Premier... Well, he shouldn't be a Chelsea caliber Premier League player anyway. Yeah, I've been very unimpressed with what's going on there. All right, let's ask the chat. Will we have a goal in the first half? First half. The commentators are now talking about Chelsea rotation, squad rotation is going to be big. This is why I want to sell Chalobah next week. I know that I'm turning him into a City defender, and there's just as much risk of rotation because we're going from Enzo roulette to Pep roulette. I just feel like I can read Pep roulette a bit easier than Enzo Maresca roulette. Like, he benches players when I'm like, why are they getting benched? Whereas Pep, you can normally spot the benchings coming, I feel. Whereas Enzo Maresca is just, it's pot luck. Like the other week when he benched James, like, who the hell predicted that? And then this week we think, all right, well, he did that the last time. They played they played Barcelona in 3 days' time. Maybe he benches him for this game. And now he's starting him. So, like, it's just impossible to read the method to Maresca's madness. Which is really, it's not good for FPL. You don't want to sit there and be like trying to guess which games they're going to be playing and which ones they aren't. So I think that for me, I'm quite happy to ditch Chelsea assets after this game. Oh, here we go. Pedro through to Pedro Neto. Oh, he doesn't quite get it. It's a really good intercepting challenge there from Estev. Pedro Neto pulls it back. James with the ball in, but it's a pretty poor ball in. It's just across the ground, and it's easily cleared away there by Burnley defenders. Spurs fan getting scrap. Saving Garnacho for CL and Arsenal. Yeah, he probably is, to be fair. I mean... But you think about it, Garnacho's young, right? And Garnacho used to play... Last season, he played, I think it was like 30 games back-to-back for Man United. Like, he played midweek, weekend from the starting lineup. Like, the dude is a pretty fit bloke. We'll give him credit for that. He might have left on a salty manner, but his fitness has never been an issue. He would have no issues being able to start all 3 games and probably comfortably run them out. Like, he's a pretty fit player. He's always available. I just don't know why you wouldn't play him. Especially when Gittins the level of Gittins just seems to be 3 rungs below where it probably should be. I feel like Gittins is already my Chelsea Dallo. I'm more surprised they didn't save Reece James. Yeah, exactly. Why did they not save Reece James? That's what I said. You would think that Gusto would start instead of Reece James against Burnley. Like, against Burnley, you'd think it'd be Gusto instead of Reece James. But no, it's Reece James instead of Gusto. Maresca's just so hard to read as a manager and who he's going to start and who he's going to bench. Yeah, and that's why we finished 17th in the Premier League. Yeah. Oh, probably. Well, I think we finished 16th in the end, wasn't it, Podner? Spurs finished 17th. Yeah, Spurs finished 17th. United finished... I think we actually finished 15th. I think West Ham or Wolves might have finished 16th instead in the end. I could be wrong about that, but I think I might be right. Still might again, yeah. Yeah. I mean, what are Chelsea doing here? Like, they're playing out from the back. They're inviting this needless pressure on. Like, every time I see Sanchez passing it around at the back, I get concerned that the clean sheet's about to disappear. Because that man, he's literally an Andre Onana in disguise. But he goes by the name of Sanchez. I mean, in fairness, he's kept more clean sheets this season than what Andre Onana probably would have. I mean, Man United might not even kept a clean sheet if Andre Onana was still in goal. That's how bad that he was. Look at this. Old mate Cucurella, where is he? Nowhere to be seen. That's a really good interception there from Santos. What's Cucurella doing? Just giving the ball away. Chelsea have really been guilty of just sloppy play. They don't like the early kickoff. They look like they're still on the team bus for most of this half so far. And their passing has been unbelievable. It feels like their passing reminds me of... It reminds me of McFred. When Fred and Scott McTominay... Oh, Liam Delapia. The get up. It's offside as well anyway. It doesn't matter. He was looking for a penalty there. That was pretty embarrassing. But it reminds me of McFred. And McTominay's gone off and left Man United. And he's in the form of his life. And long may it continue. It's good to see him do well. But when McFred used to play, it was like the most backwards passing you've ever seen. And all it did was invite pressure. And that's what Chelsea are doing today. They're literally inviting pressure. Sanchez has kicked the ball to Chalobah. Chalobah's put the ball on the thing. And Burnley are appealing for a penalty. I mean, I don't know what they're appealing about. They're in the box, so there's no way that could be a penalty. They would have been called back because they're in the box as it is. But that was a bit weird. But yeah. I just think that the way they're passing in this first half has been bang average. They probably need to bring Caicedo on at half time, to be honest, because they barely kept the ball. Like, Burnley are literally just running rings around them for the better part. I mean, I think if Burnley had better quality in their team, I think Chelsea would probably be behind based off what we've seen through the first 29 minutes. But it kind of reminds me of when they got lucky against Nottingham Forest in the early kickoff a few weeks, like a month ago. And they literally diced with death for the better part of most of that game. I do not know to this day how Nottingham Forest did not score a goal. And then Chelsea ended up winning the game 3-0. And it was just the most bizarre 3-0 you've ever seen. Because Nottingham Forest was so good. João Pedro, that was some nice play there. Nice 1-2 with Delap, but it is cut out by the Burnley defence who clear it. Chalobah intercepts. He lines up. He goes for the shot and forces DUBRAVKA into a save. It wasn't a very good shot. He went for the placement and definitely did not get enough power on it. But it did get me a little bit excited because you never know. You never score if you don't shoot. And Chalobah thought, this is my moment, baby. Unfortunately, he did not connect with it well enough to trouble the scorers. That was a hard ball. It was a hard ball, a handball. I just realised I read that wrong. It's definitely, you wrote handball and I read hardball. Chelsea just want to keep Burnley in the PL. Maybe. Mings did that and gave away a penalty for Villa last season. Yeah, the thing is that I think the reason why that might not have been given is because Burnley players were in the box, that they were inside the 18-yard box when Sanchez did it. And I think because they were inside the 18-yard box, it wouldn't have counted. I could be wrong. I don't know the technicalities on that, but generally speaking, if an attacker is inside the 18-yard box during a goal kick, it's retaken because you can't be inside the 18-yard box. But I could be completely wrong on that. Cal said no. Yes, no. No. New aerodynamic Chalobah. Keist, no. Yeah, I mean, Chalobah, man. If he get me a goal in this game, I'll be frothing it. Absolutely frothing it. I mean, he got an interception. He must be on at least 2 DC now, at least. Don't foul there. Kukurea is getting run ragged out there. Another interception by Santos, who just seems to be getting in the way of... If Burnley had more quality going forward, Chelsea would be in so much trouble in this game because they've got into so many good positions and done nothing with it. Also, the referee in this game, doesn't he look a little bit like David Coote? I mean, it's obviously not David Coote. I mean, he could be related to David Coote is what I'm saying. The game is slowed down to an absolute crawl. Reece James he's just pissing around with it at the back here. Chalobah looking for, I don't know what he's looking for. He's just wandering around with the ball, doing not much with it. Plays it back in the end. Chalobah gets the ball again. And then gives it back to Tosin again. Who gives it back to Chalobah again. What are Chelsea doing? This is really poor football from a team that are meant to be third in the table against 16th. It's been pretty average. Do you think Mount starts Monday night? This is an interesting question, Podner. I personally, if Mainu was fit, I would like to see Cunha in the 9, Bruno in the left 10, and Boomo in the right 10. Oh, Delap to Neto, cross it. Oh, why did he cross it, the idiot? Kyle Walker with an amazing challenge at the back stick. Giddens again is just not... Who said in the chat that he's meant to be quick? Who said in the chat he's meant to be quick? Oh, Delap with an amazing control. Plays Pedro Neto perfectly, who cuts it back. And, I mean, Giddens, mate, get on your butt. I mean, maybe I'm being a bit unfair to Kyle Walker. That was a really good challenge from him to put it out for a corner. But I think it just confirms that Giddens has looked pretty average his first, whatever it is. And now they're doing these short corners. James with a ball in and it's another corner. Why on earth did they do that? That was just the most pathetic corner I've ever seen, other than the fact they're trying to make me win my bet by getting an extra corner. Surely James just puts this into the box this time because that was crap. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, yeah, that's a very good description for shittens. I quite like that one. All right, James with the ball in this time. And it's headed out for yet another corner. Well, the corners are going to be coming in pretty quick. I said over 8.5 corners, and we've had about 5 in the space of 5 minutes here. So this is looking good. Pedro Neto. No. Well, he was supposed to be quick back in Dortmund and turned out like this. Well, the Bundesliga compared to the Premier League is very different. We've seen from Wirtz. Actually, Ekatike has looked really good from Germany this season, so that might be a bit harsh on all of them. But we've seen historically, Man United have signed blokes from Germany and they've looked woeful as well. So maybe there's something to be said about that. Oh, chance here. No, it's put out for another corner. Or is it a goal kick? Was that Kukurea having a big flash and slicing it off his foot? Enzo Fernandez with a half chance there in the box. He kind of... Oh, no, he doesn't really have a chance. And Kukurea's just put it out. Kukurea threw a boot at it. Was not on target. I mean, Chalobah was very close. Chalobah was right in front of the goalkeeper. If he'd risen just a little bit more, he could have had that goal. He could have had the goal, but alas, he did not. Come on, Trev. Isaac starts this week, I saw. Haaland signed from Germany is the big... Oh, yeah. He is the massive outlier. I think Haaland's just he's a freak. Ekitike benched. I knew it. I said Isaac would bloody start. I said to Thomas when he was like, Ekitike hat-trick, I was like, what, off the bench? Because if Isaac's fit, they paid 120 million for the bloke. Like, he's not going to be on the bench. I really feel sorry for Ekitike. I think that if he'd had his time again, he would have gone to Newcastle. All right, Kukurea, nice touch into the box here. Plays it back to Gittins, who actually puts the ball in. Oh, it's 1-0. Chelsea have scored. It's Pedro Neto at the back stick. Gittins with the assist. A beautiful ball in. And Pedro Neto has got the live watch-alongs for the weekend up and running, folks. It is 1-0 to Chelsea. There we go. Bang. 1-0. Thanks for coming. We've finally got a goal. It's Pedro Neto. I said that he was a really good shout. Neto with the goal. Gittins with the assist. There we go. Fun stuff. 1-0. I'll update the scores, boys. It's a great... To be fair to Gittins, it was a really good ball into the box. I've just absolutely reamed him for like the last half an hour. But it is 1-0 to Chelsea, and it's a great ball. He's lucky, kind of lucky that Enzo Fernandez didn't touch it because he would have been offside then. But, yeah, Neto stealing in the back, a great header across goal, and it is 1-0 to the Chelsea. Apparently VAR are checking a handball. I didn't think it hit Kukurea's hand, so I think this is going to be fine. There's no way that's a handball. It's not. It's 1-0. Chelsea are in front. Oh, I'm going to update the scores very shortly. We're just waiting for that to download, pretty much. But yeah, 1-0 to the old Chelsea. I mean, I feel like they can consider themselves exceptionally lucky. How they're 1-0 up, it's pretty lucky. It's pretty lucky. But yeah, 1-0 to the Chelsea. First goal of the football for game week 12 has been scored by Pedro Neto. He wasn't under 5% owned because I was looking at him as my differential this week. But alas, he was not. Gittins gets a return to Spider. I know. Can you imagine that? I mean, like, he's been woeful except that ball in. That ball was a really good ball. So to give him credit, that is the kind of delivery that is Premier League standard. That was a really good ball into the box. And it was impossible. Once it found its way to Pedro Neto at the back stick, it was impossible for him almost not to score because it literally was put on a silver plate for him. Yeah. Pedro Neto, he's been way better than Enzo Fernandez. And I think at some point, Enzo was 6.7 and you could have got Pedro Neto for 7. And I mean, the difference in output from those players over the last 3 weeks, it's kind of night and day. Like, it's one of those calls where you sit there and go, wow, I can't believe it's gone that far that way compared to the other way. POV, someone asked me what FPL is. I know, I really find it really funny when for some reason, people have got no idea what FPL is and they try and join the group chat and then they answer with like below the poverty line. I'm like, how is below the poverty line standing for FPL? Like, what has that got to do with FPL? The answer is, it's got nothing to do with FPL. All right, so unfortunately, I didn't have Pedro Neto to score a goal. I had Liam Delap, Chalobah, over 7.5 corners, Burnley goalkeeper to make a save, which he's done. Chelsea goalkeeper to make a save, which is done. So we need a little bit more luck. Might as well as no. Enzo. Oh, Pedro Neto's just been booked. I'm not sure why he's been booked, but Pedro Neto has been booked, folks. Yeah, I don't know why he was booked. I must have missed why he was booked. All I saw was the ref giving him a yellow. Did he over celebrate? Did he? I don't know what he did. Time wasting. Why would you be time wasting a 41 minute? I mean, that seems. Yeah, I mean, he could. Maybe he was booked for time wasting, but I mean, it seems a bit of a weird booking to. I'm not sure why he's been booked. The good news is that might mean Esteval comes on a little bit early because he has been booked. Well, somebody again, Chalobah, nice little. I don't know if that will count as a defensive contribution, but hopefully it does. Delay to start. Oh, is that what it was? Wow, that is the most pathetic yellow card to pick up. When you get booked for delaying a start, it's just a stupid yellow card to concede. Like, I'd tell my blokes, just get out of the way. Oh, João Pedro to Liam Delap. Oh, dear. That's a shot, but that is not a very good shot. That's a... Should have tried to cut that back, baby. Should have tried to cut that one back. Delaying the restart. Delaying the start. Yeah. I knew it was a yellow. I just didn't think that's what he'd actually done. I didn't see him do it. He obviously did it because he got booked. Clown. We'll laugh if Neto gets a second yellow. Don't rule it out. Chelsea love a yellow card. I think Chalobah got another defensive contribution there potentially. I don't know if that counts as a challenge or an interception, but never know. Opta might come up with some absolute nonsense and call it nothing and say he did nothing. Wouldn't surprise me. I own him. JP needs CP to function. He does. Actually does. He does. It's been a weird game because I actually feel like Burnley are exceptionally unlucky to be 1-0 behind. Like Chelsea, other than that goal, have created next to nout in this half. And Burnley have had not opportunities, but half opportunities where it could have gone different if they'd had better quality going forward. If someone had been able to pick out the pass a bit better than what the quality have got. All right, João Pedro's on the turn here. He's looking for Pedro. Oh, doesn't quite make its way to Pedro Neto out there, but he was looking to feed him down the right. I mean, Pedro Neto has definitely looked the best Chelsea attacker on the field by some distance, and that's not a surprise that he's starting instead of Esteval. Burnley guilty of giving the ball away now. João Pedro picking up the ball, and Chelsea go back to playing 5-metre passes at the back. Just what we all love to see. That's called a shot from... I love federal poverty level. Gary's in the federal poverty level. They all seem so slow. I know. It's like Chelsea have just... I feel like Chelsea are in like fourth gear at the moment, and they are just... They're making it a bit of a drag. Like legit, it's a bit of a drag. Once the lap comes off, watch JP score a brace. I mean, yeah, it is weird. Cucurella has been very far forward in this game. I mean, it's just been a weird... I don't know what to think of the performance. It just hasn't been a very good one. They don't deserve to be 1-0 up, but they are 1-0 up. But that probably says more about Burnley as where they're probably going to finish more than it says about Chelsea as a force, is my gut feel. Oh, Delap. That's a really good move there from Delap, who plays it to João Pedro, who loses the ball. All right, we're into injury time here of the first half. We've just ticked over 45 minutes, so we are very close to half time of the first game of game week 12. There's 2 minutes of injury time here, and we've got about 1:45 till we get there. Gillette Soccer Saturday with a D-Unit. I love it. Federation of Poor Losers. Classic. We're going to check the defensive contributions and all this rubbish at halftime, even though I'm not really overly excited about it, just because of the fact I've got a defender. Otherwise, I would not be bothering. That seems a bit hypocritical, doesn't it? But I've got Chalobah for this reason, hoping for a clean sheet and maybe a couple of extra points would be nice. I wonder who's on the bonus at this point as well. I'll have to check that out as well. I would imagine it's probably, I don't know, Pedro Neto might have hurt his chances because of the fact that he obviously got that yellow card, which never helps. All right, let's have a look. Oh, Chalobah's doing all right for bonus points at the moment. He's currently third in the order. He's only on 3 defensive contributions, the twat. João Pedro's on 7 defensive contribution. What's going on here? Cucurella to Delap, and Delap snatches, and it goes out for another corner here. This will probably be the last action of the first half. I mean, Cucurella he's been way far forward, and he's actually got involved in a lot of the attacking that Chelsea have done. So if you've got Cucurella and you own him, you might actually be going all right. So it's Pedro Neto who's gone out to take this particular corner. Who's come up for it? I can't see Chalobah up there yet. Where is he? Where's Chalobah's head? Get the magnet attached. João Pedro, and that's going to be halftime, folks. That is halftime. It is 1-0 to Chelsea at halftime. But going into the second half, it's going to be, it's going to be, oh, we've got lightning outside again, folks. Lightning outside again. What is going on here? So, yeah, 48 minutes on the clock. Actually, I've just realised I can just continue that on in the second half. Oh, no, I can't, because when it gets to 60, it does some weird stuff. I just realised, I was like, hold on. Why am I getting so excited here? It is bucketing down with rain again, folks. I don't know what's going on with this weather tonight. It's very weird. Cucurella so advanced. What are you drinking? This is rum and coke. Rum and coke. JP was 7. I know. What is going on? JP could actually get 12 DCs. Could you imagine? That's my striker. Please get some DC points. I love you forever. Wow. Enzo been on 4 DC since the 20th minute. Yeah, so currently, as things stand, at halftime, it's Pedro Neto getting 3 bonus with the goal. Gittins getting 2 with the assist. Chalobah's on track for 1. And then defensive contributions, it's Santos of 9 who has got a lot of them. I've actually seen that on screen. João Pedro's got 7. I'm not sure where they pulled that number from. Then we've got Correa, Tosin, and Enzo on 4. We've got Chalobah on 3, and then the rest you might as well not bother. For Burnley, it's Big Estev with 8 at the back. I've noticed him get quite a few. Walker with 5, Florentino with 5, Hartman with 4, Tunzabi and Cullen and old mate, one of the ones I can't pronounce, number 8 I think, with 3. So there we go. 1-0 to halftime. Yeah. What do we think of that first half? 1-0 at halftime. Hasn't been the best game of football to watch. Chelsea have been, not going to lie, pretty average to watch. But here we are. We're 1-0 at halftime. I'm quickly getting together the second half. What's going on here? There we go. Second half, little thing ready to go. Let's get that up and about. Brilliant. 1-0. Hopefully there's a few more goals in the second. Chalobah goal in the second half. Start channeling the energy, folks. He will be well on track for the 15-pointer if it happens. Big Neto doing the business for me recently. Very nice, Mr. Pin. Good to see you in the chat, buddy. That's right. Yes, new forward DC points matter. I mean, could you imagine if all of a sudden we start buying forwards because they have maybe the one-off chance to get 12? No forward has hit it this season. So can João Pedro break the luck? That is the question. I'm not convinced he does. But you never know. You never know. He could. He could. I suppose he could. Right, let's update it to the second half. There we go. All right, let's open that up. And we need to, what do I need to do? I need to reset it. And hope for the best when it comes up. Need Enzo to return. I mean, actually, hold on. I'm going to end that poll, whatever the hell that poll was. I just realized I should have ended that poll ages ago. 60% thought there'd be a goal in the first half. Well, 40% of you are idiots because you could have changed your vote. JP dropping quite deep, hence getting DCs. Yeah, that's correct. Caicedo, thunderstruck goal after Burnley equaliser. I hope there's not a Burnley equaliser. I mean, Chalobah's in there because I expected clean sheets against Wolves and Burnley. We're 45 minutes away from that being correct, so hopefully that continues. In fact, I actually benched him I would have had 3 clean sheets in a row from him, I think. Yeah, he got a clean sheet against Spurs in game week 10 as well, didn't he? Bastard. I benched him for that 7 points. That was frustrating. 0.28 expected goals conceded at the moment for Chelsea. I mean, that's pretty good defending. It doesn't matter which way you shake it. Now, the good news is hopefully Burnley in the second half keep punting the ball forward, so Chalobah might be able to rack up that DC contributions in the second half with some luck. I thought you could, but maybe you can't. But you might not be able to. You might not be able to. You could be right, Avi. You could be right. You could be right. Come on, Chalobah. Give me a goal. Give me a goal in the second half, baby. Do the poll. I like that. Oh, you were one of the idiots that voted for no, weren't you? You wanted it again so you can vote yes. I want to know how many people have got, I want to know how many players people have got in this game. I forgot to ask this. I should have asked this to begin with. I don't know why I didn't actually ask this one. I'm going to say that the majority are going to probably have 1. Actually, that could be a lie. There might be a few people actually have 2. If you've got someone that's on field that's on the bench, that counts as a player, FYI, because they might come off the bench. Not me, sir. I was hoping Chelsea scored more. Yep, just Sanchez and Enzo. So I have 0. I've got the 1. Just Chalobah. I really hope Chalobah does something in the second half. If Chalobah does something in the second half, I feel like this was a Nottingham Forest week, and I was like, Chalobah got 6 points to begin the game week, and I felt like I was off to a flyer. When was that? When did he play Nottingham Forest? What week was that? So that was game week 8. I got a red arrow in game week 8. So that was the only good positive thing I had, was Chalobah doing something in that game. I think that was the week where I captained bloody Foden, and he blanked against Brentford. It was around that time. No, it wasn't. That was the week I captained. No, maybe I did get a green arrow that week. I feel like I had Bruno captain in game week 8. What did he get? If he got 4 points in game week 8, I got a green arrow. I know he got 8 points in game week 8. Okay, I must have got a green arrow in game week 8 because I had a lot of players return that week. Surely. Unless I captained some idiot. Unless I captained Foden, it just killed me. I don't think I did. Oh no, I bench boosted in game week 8. That's what I did. That was the week that I had bloody Krejci with a -1 on the bench. That fraud, that absolute fraud. It was a good week. I got a green arrow, but it was a shit bench boost. That's what it was. That's what it was, folks. 3 with Gooey then. Only have Caicedo. Yeah, 1 on the bench. Yep. DUBRAVKA ain't coming off the bench. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. 1 if the new king of FPL comes on. The new king of FPL. I like that. Oh, wait. Burnley, sorry, had a brain fart. Yeah, Burnley, but a lot of people have DUBRAVKA, and quite a few people are asking about whether to play DUBRAVKA or Pope, and I was like, surely you play Pope. Like, Newcastle are a better team than Burnley, and I think City and Chelsea away from home are pretty similar in terms of their goal-scoring output. Like, City have not belted anyone away from home except Wolves, and Wolves are last without a win. So, yeah. Kukureya second bench, so it's unlikely. Oh, that's frustrating. I went for Senesi over Van Dijk. I like it. I don't mind that at all. Bournemouth had better CS chance, I think, and Liverpool are prone to conceding the odd goal. Yes, they are. How many more DC does JP need? He needs another 5. DUBRAVKA second goalie. 7 plus 5 equals 12. That's brilliant. That is... Do you know what that deserves? That deserves that. That kind of a comment deserves that. The little prick. Poops pressed 0. Sucks in Australia, we get the technical breakdowns from Michael Owen. Mate, you don't need the technical breakdowns from Michael Owen. You just need to tune in here. Because I don't bother listening at halftime. I just make up crap as I go along. I learned it here. Yeah, DUBRAVKA, mate. He's on track for a haul. Good old DUBRAVKA is on track for a haul, baby. Get excited. I'm just excited. I'm excited for 11 o'clock. I'm excited for 1.5 hours time when I've got 6 players playing at once. 6 players playing at once. That's going to be biblical. It's going to be absolutely biblical. Avi, yes, Avi. Also, how good are the emojis I've got in the chat now? I put in some really good ones. I spent a lot of time updating them this week, and yeah, there's a few good ones in there. We've got Rahi. The Rahi emoji is actually my favourite by a country mile. Members, come on, flex your stickers. Exactly. There is some good ones. The Timu Jesus is in there. When Tom comes next week, Tom's going to be gifting memberships. I'm going to get him that drunk. I'm going to sign him in, and he's going to be gifting the chat memberships. I'll put money on it right now. Dude looks like Christ the Lord. He does. It was a very good job by Luke. I think Luke must be busy for the early kickoff. In fact, he's actually probably watching the game because he's a Chelsea fan. Also, I'm going to have a word to pick with Luke because he was the idiot that said that Garnacho was pretty much a lock for me as well, along with Trigg. So 2 Chelsea fans got it wrong. Never trust a Chelsea fan. Never trust a Chelsea fan. All right. How long we got till the second half? All right, we must be very close. I'm going to really go really quickly and chuck a piss. I've done really well. I've not had to do one yet, but I've drunk half this glass and I think it's slowly starting to take effect. So I'll be back in about 1 minute. All right, we are back. Halftime is almost ended. We've still got a couple of minutes, I think. We're still on an ad. We're still on an ad break. Back in 1 minute and 1 second, apparently, according to Stan Sport. I can't wait for, 67 people watching a chair. I mean, the chair's it's a pretty sexy looking chair, let's be honest. It's a pretty sexy looking chair. Time to powder Gary's. FYI, I don't know why Gary says powder his nose, because I always thought when he said it, I was like going, I always thought the dude was going to get a shot, right? Because Gary loves a beer. He loves a drink. And I always like thought when he's doing the stream, I was like, I'm going to powder my nose. I was like, he's going to have a shot. He's going to have a shot of alcohol. And then I listened back to the pubcast from Wednesday night, and everyone was basically saying that Gary was just going to snort a line of cocaine. And I was like, okay. Gary review. I know. I love Gary. Mate, I can't wait for the live watch along. When Sunderland score and Anderson blanks, guess what Gary did this week? He sold Gabriel for Anderson. He brought Anderson back into his team. I mean, I don't understand why Review loves Anderson. I really don't get it. And I don't know why Gary Review just follows it blindly. Like, why would you bring Anderson in? I mean, he's crap, man. He's absolutely crap. Because Gary's lady, that's why he says it. Bro, wash your hands. Get a bucket, peeps. I've had a bad feeling Enzo will get subbed. He might get subbed, to be honest. I actually think that's a fair shout. Tell me he needs a new section in his pubcast called... Oh, yes! I like a pod. I'm doing that now. I'm setting that right now. I'm going to set it now. How do you spell it? Let me have a look. Gary View. That actually is probably the best thing I've read today. I actually think that if Gary had to go on by himself, live with an audience, and had to do Gary View, and no one helped him, he'd be cooked. He'd be absolutely cooked. Beggars belief, the chair can do the first few minutes of the watch along. The chairs don't. Chelsea are making a sub. This scares me. Balish Dilly is coming on. It better not be for bloody Chalobah. All right, who is he taking on? I hate Maresca Roulette. If this is for Chalobah, I'm gonna throw a punch from Australia over to bloody wherever they are in the Midlands, and hopefully it connects with Maresca's head. James subbed. Oh, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. You can sub Chalobah on 60. I don't give a crap. But don't be subbing off Chalobah before the clean sheet. Why did he start James? Why did he start James if he's just going to sub him at 45 minutes? That is the most bizarre decision if ever I've seen. Enzo Fernandez is fine. He's come out for the second half. Enzo's definitely on the field still. I think it is Reece James. Reece James is being subbed at halftime. What was the point of that? Yeah, he's out. Reece James has been subbed. That's why I said bench him, folks. I feel sorry for Reece James owners. That is... Why would you do that? Why would you bring him out for 45 minutes? Like, if you're worried about him for Barcelona, just don't bloody play him. Play Gusto. Gusto can play it right back. I don't get Maresca Roulette. This is exactly what I was talking about. Maresca Roulette just does my head in. I can't deal with it. I need to sell Chalobah. I need to be done with Maresca. Take me to Pep Roulette any day of the week, baby. I'd much rather have Pep Roulette than bloody Maresca Roulette. It makes no sense to me. Yeah, the James Hall prediction aged very well. All right, we're about to get up and running here. The second half is about to kick off. Quick, where's my timer at? And now they're doing some... What's the referee doing here? He's talking to Enzo Fernandez. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, inevitable Christmas injury. You better believe it, Colm. You better believe it. But Pep and Enzo, oh, mate, Timu Pep. He's definitely the Timu Pep. Well, now the refs don't have the commentary marked up. This is just an absolute sham. Technical support in the bin. FYI, I'm going to quickly change my cord down here because my cord is wrapped around something. Bear with us one sec, folks. All right. The good news is I've managed to fix the cord. I don't know what was going on down there. I kept kicking my foot on it, which is not ideal. And we're still waiting for the referee to sort his nonsense out. How hard is it, mate? How hard is it to sort your... Oh, ridiculous. Yes. Talking to Enzo about giving him a pen. Make some tackles, JP. Imagine if... listen, how ridiculous... Reece James is perfectly fine. He's just walked out in slides and slippers and he's got his big jacket on. He's 100% okay. Now, imagine this. JP is on 11 DC contributions in the second half, right? He's on 11 DC contributions. He goes in to get his owners the 12th defensive contribution and does a 2-footed tackle and gets sent off. Does that count as a defensive contribution before the send-off? Because technically he made a tackle. Chat, let me know what you think. All right, we're up and running. The second half has officially kicked off while I've been asking that stupid question. But let me know what you think. Is it possible that that could actually happen? And would it count? Would it actually count if he was on 11 defensive contributions, he goes in and makes the tackle, right? So he's made the tackle. Would that equal a defensive contribution because he tackled? Or would it just count as 11 and a red card? What are the odds? Well, I actually don't know the answer to that question, which is why I'm asking the chat, because I don't actually know. Yeah, is it foul a DC? I don't actually know. There we go. Someone said no in the chat. I mean, it would make no sense if it was a foul, because otherwise, I mean, maybe that's why Casemiro's got such a good defensive contribution rate, because he fouls so many times in the midfield. Every time he makes a foul, it's a tackle, isn't it? So every foul's a point towards the defensive target. It's just, I just thought it was an interesting question. So, yeah, I'd be intrigued to know. It's definitely an interesting one. Reska's probably resting James for Barcelona. Yeah, exactly. I just don't know why. If he's resting James for Barcelona, why did he just not play Gusto? Or why did he not just start with Bashadilli at right back anyway? That's the thing I don't understand. Because it's not like Reece James did anything in that first half at all. Oh, Enzo to João Pedro. João Pedro lines it up and he is put it into Rose Z. That was a good opportunity for João Pedro on the edge of the box, and he has butchered the shot. Absolutely butchered it. Oh, that was just, I mean, it was a poor ball from Enzo to begin with, to be fair. But he still found João Pedro with a huge amount of space and time. He's cooked the shot. He's just cooked the shot. That's the best way of putting it, folks. He's cooked the shot. James is... What was that? James is off so he can go switch on the Christmas lights. He could be. He could be Benjo. Benjo, I accepted you into the WhatsApp group chat as well, by the way. I recognize your name from the chat earlier. No, I mean, it wouldn't really matter because he would lose 2 points anyways. Yeah, that's fair. He actually would. He'd be like, you gained nothing. I'd say it was an incomplete interception, or so no, only a complete tackle if not foul. Has Reece James got a girlfriend to propose to? I don't know, maybe. Lucia Muak, you'd have to win the tackle. There we go. FFS. No, Reece broke his toe on the manager's door. He wanted to sit in the back row of his mate Cole Palmer. Pedro hit my garden Christmas tree with that shot. I mean, it was a pretty bad shot. All right, it's a yellow card here for someone. It's a yellow card for Kyle Walker, who's fouled old mate Giddens here. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty easy foul. Giddens finally gets, well, I don't know. I don't think Ratchet Giddens, but he's got the assist, and he's probably the main reason why Chelsea are in front, and the fact that Neto actually managed to head the ball on goal. Is Enzo good to the eye? No, he's actually been very anonymous in this game. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like he's had a couple of passes which probably should have resulted in more. But I mean, his pass to João Pedro before should have resulted in a better shot for João Pedro, but it didn't. But his pass wasn't fabulous. But at least he made the pass. I don't know what that basically says about how he's going today, but I wouldn't say he's playing amazingly. Also, I'm not sure what's going on here. It looks like Chelsea have moved to a back three because Chalobah is now playing at right back. It looks like. So Bashadilly's come on and he's playing over on the left. Tosin's playing what looks like right centre back, and Chalobah looks like he's gone out to right back. Oh, and Chalobah with another woeful ball. He's repaid the favour. You know what he's done? He's sat there and looked at Andre Santos. Remember when Santos got him sent off against Brighton? And he's literally given Santos a hospital ball, and I don't know who's cleaned him up. Someone has absolutely cleaned him up from behind. It's the Burnley captain, Cullen. Cullen has completely taken Santos out. This might actually force Caicedo on because he got absolutely clobbered. I mean, he got brutally clobbered. Pedro hit... I heard from a very reliable source that James slipped a rogue slice of Bologna, flew like a cartoon character, slammed his ass on the bench so hard the bench, and needed to be subbed. I just don't understand why Maresca not letting Esteval play with his brother Esteve. It just I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand Maresca Roulette. I will be the first one to hold my hands up and say I've got no clue what that man is doing. Did he get booked for that? Cullen surely got booked for that because that was a pretty late foul, to be fair. It wasn't a red card, but I reckon it should have probably been a yellow. Lineups coming out soon. Yes, they'll be out very shortly. They should be out in a couple of minutes. He is a good player. I won't lie. Josh Cullen's looked pretty good. Santos looks like he should be fine here. He's now up. He's walked to the sideline. The trainers have sprayed their magical spray. He's given his foot a little bit of a kick on the floor, and he's given the thumbs up to old Maresca Roulette on the bench. Also, how funny does Maresca Roulette look in that getup? Like, what is that outfit that he's wearing? It's like the cream beige pants with like a cream beige puffer jacket. He looks he looks like a character out of The Simpsons. Maybe he's hit up my mate Verbruggen Bart Simpson. Maybe Chalobah can push on here and get an assist or get an attacking return from right back. I'm not convinced. I hope they take Chalobah off on 60 minutes because the way Chelsea are playing, they are going to give a goal away with this stupid backwards passing they're doing. Semenyo not in the squad. Good. That means that Thiago's going to come off the bench. That's brilliant for me. That's why I bought Thiago, boys. That's why I bought Thiago. Now we... Here we go. Delap across the box. Not quite. Semenyo, the big news. The big news coming in the chat. Semenyo out. If you had a clue what Maresca was doing, you'd be a PL manager, not an FPL manager. I love it. Maresca picked that outfit out of my toilet. I have Xhaka coming on. I've got Thiago coming on. So all of a sudden, the -4 actually looks pretty good. Because not only... Oh, Cucurella forces a corner here. Really good run there. Overlapping run from Cucurella. Forces a corner. Yeah, I'll admit, I did say I thought that he would play. I thought it was very much smoke and mirrors. Well, it turns out it was not smoke. It was mirrors. And Semenyo is out. So I apologise to anyone that sat there and listened to me thinking that I thought he was in. Because I did legitimately believe he would be in. But it was also the reason why I bought in Thiago, because I sat there and thought, if Semenyo is out, I need a good replacement on the bench. And I wasn't convinced by Mukiele. So now I've got Thiago coming off the bench. That feels much better. All of a sudden, the -4 might actually pay itself off royally if Thiago goes big in that Brighton-Brentford game. So that's going to be interesting. But I also don't know how Bournemouth score goals now, because if they've got no Kluivert, they've got no Semenyo, like, is Tavernier really going to do the job? I'm not convinced that that's very good for Bournemouth. Or the result, which in turn makes Senesi and Petrovic double up slightly harder to see coming in, if that makes sense. Yeah, imagine your sister selling Semenyo and he blanks, man. That's hilarious. Maybe your sister just is helping you out, really, with the hits. Yeah, apparently it's out, according to the chat. The chat are very confident that he is out. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually sitting quite pretty. Thiago, obviously, on the bench, coming first sub on. As I said, I didn't mind either way if he was in or out, because I had really good replacement. I wasn't captaining him. That looks really good. We'll get to the team news very shortly. I will read it all out live on stream during the second half, because Chelsea are not making this game overly interesting. I would suggest... I don't know about Szoboszlai yet. I haven't checked that. I have Minte stepping in, so I'm not disappointed. Very nice. Minte first sub. A lot of people... My wild captain Welbeck is on. Fuel. Oh, here we go. Great. Got James coming in for his 1 point. Oh, no. That sucks. Sorry, Harry. That's not what you want. The international break is always the creator of chaos first week back. It is. Cooper Jr. clearly is going to be a good play this week. Cucurella is everywhere. João Pedro's through. He looks to... Oh, he's done nothing. Oh, what was that, João Pedro? That was poor. He should have done more with that. Oh, it's well won back there by Santos, but it's gone out. Got it out of play. I can't even keep up the chat. The chat's going too quick for me. Cucurella's everywhere. Jones is at right back. He played there last season too. Interesting. That's good for Szoboszlai, I suppose, if you've got him. No Semenyo gives me Timber coming on. Could be worse. Yep. Can we take a moment to laugh at all the cartel members who spent the entire week telling us that the Ghanaian FA inverted an injury as a cover story for Semenyo to get engaged? Isaac in, Ekitike benched. I said that I thought that Ekitike be benched. As soon as Isaac was fit, he was always going to start, because, I mean, they paid 120 million. They're not going to bench him. Bournemouth starting, both Krupi Jr. and even Ilson. That is interesting. Isaac starting here. I'm going to get a Caicedo 1 if he comes on, or a Van den Ven from the second bench. All right, let's have a look. Caicedo's not warming up, so that's good news for anyone that does have him on the bench at the moment. But Santos looks like he is a little hobbled from that challenge earlier on. So let's go. All right, let's have a look at these lineups that are coming through as we speak, folks. All right, I'm going to bring them to you as they come in. So, for Nottingham Forest, it is Sells in goal, Nico Williams, Murillo, Sangare, Milenkovic. It's Anderson, Gibbs-White, Ndoi, Dominguez, Igor Jesus, and Savona. So, Hudson-Odoi actually misses out. He is on the bench, though, and he loves a goal against Liverpool. For Liverpool, it is Alisson returns in goal. Van Dijk, Canade, Kirkes. Oh, that's why Liverpool are conceding, folks. Kirkes is starting, which means they're definitely conceding. Szoboszlai, Isaac, McAllister, Salah, Jones, Gakpo, and Gravenberch. To be fair, Szoboszlai could be starting at right back. The way they've lined, it's hard to tell. It's either Jones or Szoboszlai in that right back spot. Chalobah puts his head up, can't quite get there. It's Liam Delap. It's Enzo striking, clearing, Burnley clear it away. All right, those are the only two lineups I've got so far. Let me have a look at the next one. Sorry, folks. All right, Bournemouth versus West Ham. It is Petrovic in goal, Truffett, Cook, Senesi, Brooks, Scott, Evanilson, Adams, Tavernier, Diakate, and Krupi Jr. The subs are Sola, Christie, Smith, Jimenez, Adley, Hill, Unai, Dennis, and Milicevic. For West Ham, it is... I was expecting to see the goalkeeper first. It's not. It's Kilman, Julio, Igor Julio, Callum Wilson, Juve, Lewis Gilherm, whoever the hell that is, Fernandez, Bowen, Areola, Tobito, Wan-Bissaka, and Potts. On the benches, Hermanison, Walker-Peters, Fulkrug, Rodriguez, Magasa, Suchek, Irving, Urfi, and Mayers. So all those people have said they're still recovering. Well, they all recovered because they're all in the squad. So well done for the nonsense, Nuno. For Brighton versus Brentford, it is Bart Simpson in goal, Van Heck, Jorginho Ruta, Minte, Baliba, Welbeck, Boscagli, Cagladu, Gomez, Ayari, and Weefer. On the bench, it's Dunk, Gruder, Tamisis, Hinselwood, Kostelis, Steele, De Kuyper, Veltman, and Kopolowa. And then for Brentford, it is Kelleher in goal, Vandenberg, Henderson, Shard, Thiago, Yarmolik, Dango Itara, Ager, Collins, Damsgaard, Coyote. On the bench, it's Hickey, Henry, Pinnock, Jensen, Nelson, Vadelimarison, Onyeka, Lewis Potter, and Janelt. For Fulham versus Fulham versus Sunderland, my apologies. For Fulham, it's Bert Leno, Tete, Bassi, Anderson, Raul Jimenez, Wilson, Berg, Awobi, Kevin, King, and Sessegnon. And on the bench, it's Reed, Kearney, Traore, Kuenka, Kusiasari. Oh, mate, what is this name? Chukwueze, Castagne, Leconte, Smith Rowe. For Sunderland, it is Dan Ballard. How do you say this guy's name? Gia Truida, Mandava, Isidore, Mukiele, Roofs, Traore, Sadki, Lafi, Hume, and Zaka. No Elderete. Interesting. On the bench, it's Patterson, Neal, Taubi, Brobby, Mayenda, O'Neill, Alderete, Adringa, and Masuaku. Liverpool versus Forest, I've already done them, but on the bench for Liverpool, because I didn't cover that before, on the bench for Liverpool, it's Joe Gomez, Endo, Chiesa, Ekatike, Mamashvili, Marshmallow, Robertson, Naoni, Ramsey, and Ngumaka. I'm butchering so many names here. And for Forest on the bench, it's Hudson-Odoi, Murado, John Victor, Callum Mwendo, Hutchinson, Yates, Cunha, McAtee, and Bolly. And then the other game, the final game, Wolves versus Crystal Palace, it is Montesi, Mola Wolf, Andre, João Gomez, Strand Larson, Agbadudu, Arako Dairy, Gomez, Johnston, Krejci. Mate, what are these names? Chechawachawawa. That's definitely not correct. Oh, Pedro Neto. Oh, hits the post. Oh, and it's put out for a corner before Sandos can tuck it into the back stick. On the bench for Wolves, it's Sa, Bueno, Arias, Hee-Chan, Huang, Mosquera, Hoover, Bellegarde, Lopez. For Crystal Palace, Dean Henderson in goal, Munoz, Mitchell, Lacroix, Gahey, Sa, Pino, Juan Philippe Mateta, Kamada, Wharton, and Richards. So all the big boys start there for Crystal Palace in a full-strength lineup. On the bench for them, it's Lerma, Nketiah, Uche, Klein, Hughes, Canvot, Sosa, Benitez, Deveni. I'm not looking forward to doing that again when it comes to the actual 3 p.m. watch along, because that was painful. DUBRAVKA with another punch out. Header in from Neto, caught by DUBRAVKA. Gary versus D-Unit, name off. I mean, I don't think Gary would actually do that good of a job of it. All right, I'm going to quickly go back and try and catch up on the chat here. I did a drink after that. That was painful. Isaac or Salah on free hit next game week? If Isaac benched midweek, might have to go Isaac over Salah. I'd still go Salah, I think. SofaScore has Szoboszlai at right back. I think that he might be at right back. I think it might be Curtis Jones in midfield. No C-H-O... No Cho. No, please no. Jones feels more likely right back. Yeah, FootMob has Jones right back. Okay, fair. Chelsea well on top now. Zaka coming on for Semenyo. Callum Wilson, oh God. West Ham United upset incoming. It could be. I mean, who's going to score the goals for Bournemouth? Senesi? Gusto's getting warmed up. Hopefully that means Chalobah's coming off. I'll take the clean sheet points and run to the bank here. Gahey starts, by the way, for anyone who cares. Yep. Please know I sold Bowen and Joof this week. I would have kept Bowen for one more week. I know, it's looking better by the second. It's Coyote, not Coyote. Chalobah on 3 bonus points at the moment. That's what we love to hear. Take him off. Take Chalobah off. I will if it's 1-0, Chalobah, I'll just get him off. Get him off. Get Gusto warmed up. Get him on. I'll take the clean sheets. Sounds slightly better than Gary on those names. There we go. We've got 6 points now. We're in the positive points. We're on 2 points for the game week. Gertruida is how I pronounce it. Chihuahua. I thought I did that pretty well. Chihuahua. That sounded pretty good. You have 2 weeks to learn the names, and this is what we get. Ah, no, it's disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful effort on my part. No, Semenyo, can you repeat all the lineups for me? We will repeat the lineups, sadly, during the 3 p.m. watch-along. I'm not looking forward to that, but alas, I'll have to do it because I'm starting a new stream and people might be joining to begin for that one. Missed that, do it again. You're on mute. I love that. BP and DC update. I'll do that in a second. Does this make Semenyo a sell next week? I was already selling him next week regardless. Rodon coming in Semenyo. JP still on 8DC. Take off Kukurea, please. Come on, Enzo. Give me your points. Get Gusto on. Get Gusto on. He's definitely warming up. There's about to be a sub here. Hopefully, it's for Chalobah. Hopefully it's for Chalobah. We are about to wait and see. All right, we're going to quickly update this. I'm going to give you a quick DC update, even though I hate it. And Gusto's coming on for... Have I won the lottery? No. Oh, what is Maresca doing? Maresca Roulette is horrible. Liam Delap has gone off for Gusto. Gusto's going to play out forward, folks. Gusto's going to play out forward. That's ridiculous. All right, so... The current things as things stand, it is Neto with 1 goal, Gittins with 1 goal. Bonus points has got Chalobah with 3, Neto with 2, Kukurea and Tosin are sharing 1. Defensive contributions for Burnley. Esteve has hit the benchmark. He's got 10. Florentino with 8. Walker with 7. Twan Zabi with 6. Hartman with 5. Cullum with 4. For Chelsea, Santos has hit it. He's got 13. João Pedro's on 8. Tosin is on 5. Enzo's on 5. Kukurea 4. Chalobah 4. Gittins 3. So not a lot of movement there. But Delap is off. Gusto is on. Let's have a look what they're doing. They're parking the bus at Burnley. They're going for the 1-0 win, boys, which means that Chalobah, if it stays at 1-0, might actually get the 3 bonus. So that would actually be a pretty sexy start to the game week for my team per se. But... I mean, not ideal. I'm not even going to lie. Not ideal. But I'll take it. Hopefully it does stay at 1-0. I mean, it's a risky scoreline. I actually thought that he was going to take Chalobah off. When I saw Gusto warming up, I was like, all right, well, Gusto plays at right back. But that's not what he's going to do. It's still Chalobah out at right back, which looks like, oh, Kukurea has played so much of this game forward of the half. I feel like if Chelsea concede, it's going to be Kukurea out of position that costs them. Yeah, just never trust Maresca, man. All right, it's a yellow card for João Pedro, folks. João Pedro's just been booked, so he's on a 1-pointer now. He's just been booked by the referee for, I'm not sure what, but he's been booked. Oh, he's been booked for, okay, he's been booked for pulling back number 8. Well done, JP. I'm sure your owners will be very glad to get rid of you next week. Yeah, unlucky. I mean, João Pedro's ownership is still stupidly high. It's still like almost 50%. Gusto for Delap. What is this bus strats? I know, it's mad. Oh, Burnley. Oh, great chance there for Fleming. He takes it down beautifully, but the finish is woeful. Absolutely woeful. That was a really good opportunity. A great ball in there from whoever number 3 is. He was onside. He took it down beautifully over, I think that's Baladishvili. And he's just snatched at the chance. Snatched at it. He's put it in a rose head. Nice shirt pull, you know. It was. It was a very good shirt pull. Chelsea setting the Chalobah low with trying to hold on. I know. What are they doing? I'm actually concerned. I feel like Chelsea are going to concede here. Like, this is not the kind of performance that screams a win. When they keep giving the ball away in midfield as well, it's really sloppy play. And it's pissing down with rain again. What is the weather tonight? It's really weird. Like, Kalgoorlie normally doesn't rain, folks. Like, it's in the middle of the desert. Like, it doesn't normally rain here. And it's been bucketing down on and off all night. And it was predicted no rain. Kukurea area is predicted by the D-Unit. That Chelsea giving the ball away again. Gusto with the challenge this time. What are they doing? Stand up, Chalobah. Oh, he won the ball? That's got to be a foul for Chelsea. So I feel like Chalobah should have just got 2 DCs then. I feel like he just made 2 tackles. I don't know if they'll count as 2 tackles, but it definitely looked like he definitely made a tackle there. Maybe he didn't. Maybe they're not going to count it as anything. I mean, I feel like technically he touches the ball, but I don't think that that's probably going to count. All right, Burnley are about to make a triple sub here. They're finally getting rid of the blokes I don't know how to pronounce. So that's very nice of Mr. Scott Parker. So number 8, Ochawakatugu, goes off for Hannibal Medri, who's an ex-Man United player. So I know him. And Anthony's also gone off. So Anthony, after starting the season on fire, has gone completely cold here. And he has been replaced by... Trying to work out who this is that's coming on. And Fleming's also going off. And Foster is coming on, I'd assume. No, I don't think Foster is coming on. I take that back. No, he is coming on. Foster, Broja, and Hannibal Medri are coming on. I was right. Should never have doubted myself. Santos will be sub soon, yeah, probably. This is the kind of stuff that makes Chelsea fans angry with Maresca. I know. What are they doing? I actually don't know what he's doing. Like Maresca roulette, I just don't understand. Burnley bringing on the attack. They are. I really won't be surprised if Burnley... I wouldn't be surprised either. I would not be surprised. Chelsea have offered nothing this half. They didn't offer anything really in the first half. They just got really lucky that Gittins played a weldy ball. He played a Bruno ball into the box and Pedro Neto made the most of it. Because I don't actually recall DUBRAVKA making too many saves this half. I don't think he's actually made a save this half. And Burnley are continuously pushing forward. Like, they've taken Chalobah out of the centre of defence and they've got Tosin and Baladishvili, and I don't really think that they're doing that well. I mean, maybe I'll take that back. Baladishvili just showed that out for a goal kick, so that was pretty good defending. But I'm still not very convinced. That would be the nice way of putting it. Oh, and Robert Sanchez, man, with these goal kicks, he's going to get booked in a minute. He's literally going to get booked. He's taking forever to do something about it. Absolutely forever. Imagine if João Pedro gets sent off. Imagine if he actually gets sent off. That would be... that would actually be jokes. I'd actually feel legitimately sorry for João Pedro owners because I was scared of him against Wolves and Burnley, and at the moment he's combining for 9 points across the 2 games, which feels like I've got off pretty lucky. I feel like that's the best. Oh, wow, that's a horrible touch from that Burnley player. Pedro Neto down the outside. Can he get a cross in? Oh, no, he's been well marshalled there by whoever that is. Oh, that was a good challenge there. Pedro Neto now with the ball. JP and Neto both getting red, but before... I mean... yeah, I feel like a lot of people are thinking that Burnley might score here. All right, we'll end that poll here. So most people only have the one player in this game, 42%, none 28%, 2 22%, and 3 plus 8% of people in the live chat. Could be a late surge to DC for Chalobah. I mean, that would be nice. That would be very nice. I would take that. Santos with one of the worst shots I've seen. Chelsea have been like, if they win this 1-0, they can consider themselves exceptionally lucky. I think that's the only way I can describe it. They can consider themselves exceptionally lucky that they are getting this result because they should not be winning this. All right, Chelsea are about to make another change. 38 is coming on, and João Pedro is going off of a 1-pointer, folks. Who's number 38? Who is that? I don't actually know who this player is. Where have Chelsea dragged this idiot out of? I mean, the Chelsea fans don't look impressed. They're showing a bloke with long hair, long blonde hair. He doesn't look overly happy with what's being done here. So, Mark Guiui is on. So Trigg said early that Mark Guiui was going to score today. Let's see if he is correct. And another bloke that I can't pronounce for Burnley, he's off. Chechawana, number 17, is off. And on comes Brun Larson. Well, that's a bit easier to pronounce, isn't it? Mark Guiui is on. Can he do anything? I mean, he doesn't get many minutes. Can he get the big 1-pointer off the bench? That is the key, folks. That is the key. Maybe some people are relying on the Mark Guiui 1-pointer off the bench. That would not feel good. And he's just fallen over like a sack of potatoes. Trying to win a foul. Good on him. What can he do? What can he do? I mean, he probably scores against 3 bonus points if he does. Oh, Gusto away. He looks for Pedro Neto. Gusto forces DUBRAVKA save. DUBRAVKA puts it out for a corner. That was almost 2-0 to Chelsea. That was a little bit better from Chelsea there. Gusto nipping in, driving forward, playing a 1-2 with Pedro Neto. He looked up and looked to play it left and saw Gittins and Mark Guiui and thought, they're not going to do anything, so I'm going to play a 1-2 with Pedro Neto and forces DUBRAVKA into what should have been a routine save, but it's gone out for a corner. At least 1 point, third bench. If one more player doesn't show, I might need him. Chalobah 3 bonus at the moment. I mean, we just need the game to end. 1-0. I mean, a Chalobah goal here would be epic. That would be amazing. That's the absolute dream. I don't think he's even up front now. I don't think he's gone forward for the corner. Maybe he has. I don't know. Well, that's not going to get it done anyway. That's a really poor ball into the box. Santos has done really well at winning the ball in this game. Maresca's not happy. He's basically saying that should be a foul, but it hasn't been given as a foul. Santos lying on the ground again. I mean, this is typical time wasting. And there's a yellow card here as well for someone. And it's going to be a yellow card for Enzo Maresca. So any Caicedo owners that are hoping he doesn't come on, you need Santos to lift here, I think. Storm stops the stream. I don't think so. I hope not. No, we're back. We're back. We're back in business. I was like, I don't think I've stopped. It's probably a little bit laggy. It's probably the storm, folks. I do apologize. There's not a hell of a lot I can do about it. It's just really bad weather here. But I think we're back. I think we're okay. We're back. I had a little think about it. I did see it. I was looking at it. I was like, oh, hold on. We've stopped. What's going on? But the football didn't stop. And I was like, we should be good. If the football doesn't stop, the stream stays on. If the football stops, Musk has cooked it. Santos has done really well here. Burnley have forced a corner, and this is a concerning time of the game. We're up to 80 minutes gone now, and Brun Larsen's about to fling in a corner. This is when the Chelsea the Chelsea clean sheet goes. No, I can't say that. I'll take that back. It's when they do really good. Good morning, Chili. Good to see you, buddy. We're back. We're back, baby. This is too early for Musk to shut down the stream. Normally it's during the late game. So if I was to predict when the stream will potentially go down, it will be between 30 minutes into the City Newcastle game and 70 minutes. That's the time, for whatever reason. And it's done it, I think, on 5 different occasions where it will go down. Now, if it goes down, I'm just going to end it there, and I'll see you all in the lock-in. But, all right, the ref's now booking Balash Deshili for holding or something. I mean, if he's booking him for that, is he booking him before the ball goes into the box? Like, I don't know. I'm not quite sure about the rules there because I'm a ref myself. But if he's booking him before the play, I don't think it is a penalty. Yeah, it's not a penalty. I was like going. But Hannibal's also been booked here. So there's bookings going around left, right, and centre. Ref's getting a bit card happy. No, the game is not over. The game is definitely not over. We're 35 minutes into the second half. We're up to 81 minutes and 31 on the thing. And now VAR are checking something. What are they checking? All right, well, it's a corner. I don't know what that was all about, but we're back in business. Corner's in. Sanchez comes and claims it. And away we go. And now he plays it forward and he's just kicked it out. Chelsea really can consider themselves exceptionally lucky they're winning this game. All these away fixtures aren't worth targeting. No. I feel like this is just typical Maresca roulette, though. I'm not even going to lie. It's just... He's been poor. Maresca's been poor. That's the best way of describing it. He's been... I mean... If they win 1-0, he can consider himself stupidly lucky. They don't deserve to win. Chelsea do not deserve to win. And I'll happily stand by that. At the moment, Chalobah's still on 3 bonus, Tosin on 2, Neto on 2. João Pedro gets a yellow card, finishes on 9 DC. I actually think that might be the highest DC number for any forward this season. And it's João Pedro on 9. I don't recall seeing a forward with more DC than that number. Oh, that's a foul on Chalobah, surely. That had to be a foul on Chalobah. What was that? I mean, I would imagine he's probably down injured because he got absolutely cannoned. Burnley are making another sub. Burnley making another sub here. And it's Florentino that goes off for... Laurent. That's Burnley. They've made all their subs. They've got none left in the book. Caicedo is still not on the bench. Caicedo is still on the bench. Caicedo is definitely not on the pitch yet, Kevy. Chelsea have 1 sub left, I believe. Now, at the moment, I can't see anyone warming up, which makes me think that Maresca is quite happy to just let it roll. But you never know with Maresca. He can easily just whack someone on for a minute just to piss people off. Ekatika. Oh, did he? There we go. All right, I was bad. I apologize, chat. I did not realize Ekatika had an 11. That's got to be the closest. No forward has hit it this season. And if we're being honest, if a forward hits it this year, then they're obviously playing in a team that's parking the bus, because I don't see a world where a forward gets 12 DC and is playing in a team that's actually playing attacking football. That would be my guess. Jorgensen start warming up. Thank you, bro. Please let us know. Hoping he stays benched, and I have Tarkowski coming in. Yeah, I'd imagine, I mean, it's 84 minutes in. I still can't see anyone getting up off the Chelsea bench, which does make me think they're probably going... Oh, actually, there is 2 players warming up, but I'm not sure who they are. I mean, Chelsea are really riding their luck there. I actually think that they'd do well to actually bring Caicedo on. Right, Chalobah's just been cannoned into there. That's got to be a free kick, surely. Hopefully Chalobah's been concussed, and then he goes off, gets the 3 bonus and the clean sheet. I'm not wishing a concussion on him, but he's literally just been cannoned into, and that was in the back of his head. But we've got a break and play here. The medicos are on. And we're just looking back at the goal with the Gittins ball over the top, Pedro Neto at the back. If Pedro Neto had not been booked, he'd be on the 3 bonus. But because he did get booked, at the moment, it is somehow Chalobah on 3 bonus, and I've got no idea how that's possible. Chelsea sub 3 times. Yeah, I still think they've got a sub to go. They've still got 2 players warming up, so they've definitely got a sub available, I think. And they made a sub at half-time, so if they make a sub at half-time, it doesn't count in the 3 times. You can make a sub at half-time, it doesn't count towards that, is my understanding of the rule. Burnley have been good defensively at home to Liverpool and Arsenal. But yeah, Chelsea should definitely be doing better. Let's be honest about that. Peter, good to see you, buddy. That's it. Reece James is gone. Not even waiting till tomorrow. Brought him in for the last 2 games. He gets to... Peter, I feel your frustration. I'm still not sure why he... Oh, it looks like Estevao might be the one to come on here, folks. My boy Ganacho is going to get a 0-pointer for my differentials on the pubcast. I'm off to a hot start there. Absolutely hot start there. 100 people, 40 likes. Hit that like button. Yeah, exactly, Zygel. I mean, what are you lot doing in there? Press the button. Doesn't require much. In fairness, if you haven't logged in, you can't press the like button. So... if you haven't logged in, log in, press the sub button, and press the like button. It's actually been a pretty good start. Pretty good numbers for an early kickoff watch along. Normally these ones are hard to get numbers too, because of the fact that, it's the early kickoff. Normally a lot of people watching on TV. All right, we're back underway here. We're 87 minutes gone. I'd imagine we're probably going to have about 7 minutes of injury time here. There's been a lot of subs this half. There's been a lot of stop starting, a lot of wasted time for injuries and stuff like that. It is going to be interesting to see what happens. Toastum with a good interception there. Oh, what's Sanchez doing? Oh, I always get concerned when he does that kind of nonsense. Chalobah and that is still waiting to come back onto the field as well. So at the moment, it's 10 versus 10. Pedro Neto with a good ball here. Mark Gui. It goes into the box. Mark Gui. And Enzo Fernandez has scored. It's 2-0. Any Enzo Fernandez owners, it's come in, boys. It's an Enzo Fernandez goal, and he's probably taken the 3 bonus of that as well. It is 2-0 to Chelsea. They finally get it done. It's 2-0 Chelsea, and that's probably the game, folks. That is probably the game. Enzo Fernandez goal, Mark Gui with the assist. So the Gui train actually does some good stuff there off the bench for his owners. If you're actually going to need to rely on him, he's going to end up with 4 points. I mean, it was a weird section of play. Do Chelsea deserve to be winning 2-0? 100% no, but they are. 2-0. Madness. Absolute madness. That's probably going to affect the bonus points, boys. That's probably... And guess what, folks? Let's all have a moment. Let's all have a moment in the chat. for this bloke. Let's all have a moment for Gary. Gary sold Enzo Fernandez tonight, and he has cooked it. He's absolutely cooked it. He has cooked himself. We love to see it. I can't wait to ask him about this substitution or his transfer on the lock-in, because Enzo Fernandez has just delivered. It's 2-0 Chelsea as we close in on 90 minutes gone, folks. And that's probably put the game to bed. I feel like that probably kill all the any kind of belief that Burnley had of actually getting anything from this game. He bought in Mbumo for Enzo. But it might pay off. He obviously didn't use a hit to do it, but he bought in Anderson for Gabriel, and he bought in Mbumo for Enzo. And at the moment, Gary View, unlucky, mate. That's what you get for being a review slave, exactly. Kukurea on 4DC since 30th minute, I know. Thanks for selling, Gary. Chelsea do not deserve to be winning 2-0, folks. I'm not even going to lie. They are very, very lucky. They're a very, very lucky club that it's 2-0. It shouldn't be 2-0. But it is. And Chelsea just have to monitor 5 minutes of injury time here, and that will be the game. Enzo first bench, happy Semenyo isn't playing. Beanie Man, that's what we love to hear in the chat. I captained Enzo. Fantastic. Let's have a look at what he's on at the moment, folks. So let's have a look how that affects the bonus points. I would imagine that Chalobah might still be in the bonus points. Enzo's up to 3, Chalobah 2, Tosin and Neto are sharing 1 as things stand. So Enzo is going to take a big score here. He's going to get the goal, which is 5, the 3 bonus, which is 8, and then he's going to get the clean sheet, which is 9. He's going to end up on 11 points, folks. So if you've got Enzo Fernandez, that's a very sexy start to the game week for you. Anyone that captained him, double 11 points feels pretty damn good at the moment. I'm still quite happy. If Chalobah gets 2 bonus points and gets 8 points, I feel like that's a good start for me. Like that's automatically covered the hit already. He's got a nice tackle in there. Don't give away a yellow card, you idiot. Pedro Neto just came in. I reckon he's going to get booked here. No, he's not. He's not pulled out the card. That might affect his bonus, actually, because he's given away a foul. So this might actually kill Chalobah's bonus points. I mean, he's won the ball there. I mean, what's he meant to do there? I don't know. Maybe he gives a yellow for that. It's probably yellow. All right, the good news is I don't think he got booked. He didn't get booked. He didn't get booked. All right. But that's probably killed his bonus points because he's just given away a foul. Even though he won the tackle before, I think that might kill him on the bonus point system. I have to have a look. We'll have to check that. But I reckon Chalobah's just lost the bonus point off that. He might have even lost both of them because of the fact he gave away a foul. Because it's very close there. Even though technically he won the tackle and then he gave away the foul. I'm very happy for anyone that's kept Enzo Fernandez. I mean, I find it funny that Gary sold him and then he's getting an 11-pointer. I'm just sending a message to Gary now. I wish I could share a screenshot of what I've just said. I've just hopped in the pubcast chat and said, Gary sold 11 points. Gary review, well played. All right. We're 2 minutes away from the Chelsea clean sheet being locked in, folks. Toasting on 9 DC2, so he might get a +2 too. Oh, let's have a look. I don't know if they've updated. They're a bit slow to update on the FPL site. Enzo with a last-minute save. Remember, I asked you shouldn't do Enzo to Cunha, and you said no. I kept him. Thank you, Fundles. Thank you. I will take credit for that. I just thought that he was going to start. I didn't realize he was going to get 11 points, but that's what you like to call a really good hold. You held 11 points. I just didn't think it was a good move this week. Next week, yes. This week, it wasn't a good move. And so it turns out that maybe it was correct. All right, Chalobah, can you please be in the bonus points still, even though you gave away that foul? It's a close run thing, folks. He's dropped down to 1, bastard. So Tosin's now on 2 bonus points. Enzo's on 3, Tosin 2, Chalobah and Neto on 1. So, I mean, it's very close. It's very, very close. Enzo 33, Tosin 28, Chalobah 27, Neto 27, Kukurea 26. A clearance here from Chalobah would actually probably get him back into the 2. Oh, Sanchez, nice little save there. All right, we're on track here to get 7 points off the first game, which is a decent start. You love it when you get a player that gets a clean sheet. That always feels quite nice to begin the game week. And the last time Chalobah got me off to a good start, I had a really good week. So hopefully it continues. It would have been nice if you got the 3 bonus though. I mean, that tackle was just a bit stupid. It cost me a point, bastard. There's still a moment for him. No, actually, the game's about to be over. All right, we've had the 6 minutes of injury time. It's just a matter before the ref blows the final whistle, you would think. And that's it. It's finished 2-0 to Chelsea, folks. It is a clean sheet locked in for Trevor Chalobah. And at the moment, it does look like a 1 bonus point for me as well, which feels kind of nice. So we'll take that all day as well. Definitely very nice. We're going to pause that. There we go. The second half has officially ended. Played 6 minutes of injury time, just over. So not bad from the ref. Pretty much good. From flag to 11 point, I mean, Enzo Fernandez, he was not a good sell with this fixture. And I just thought with Caicedo travelling, as soon as he said Enzo was fit, he was always going to be good. With Palmer out longer, Enzo was a good hold. I would agree. I wouldn't even be moving him. If you've got him now, you probably hold him. One more foul, Chalobah. Sold Enzo to Bruno. Held Semenyo with James coming in and Captain Saka. So anyone, Captain Saka, sorry you ain't getting points. Oh, dear, Harry. Holding Enzo, benching him next week. Nice. I got Sanchez and Enzo, 17 point start. Yes, Lee, that's what we love to see. My sister is on 3 points with 2 played. That's unfortunate for your sister. It's probably what she gets. It's probably what she deserves, Avi, after that nonsense, to be fair. Chalobah and Enzo, let's go. Great start. Yeah, I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy with that start. I was hoping, this is why I had Chalobah originally, for the fixtures, and I thought this would be a clean sheet, and it is. Well played, Enzo and Chalobah owners. 0-0 of players, 7 points. We'll take it. Yeah, I'll take 7 points all day. Chalobah and Enzo, great start now. Munoz captain watch. Held him from game week 6 and finally got me points. -4, Gabriel for Kuka. Not too bad, I guess. Take the CS. Also, really quickly, I know lots of people wondered why I took a hit this week. And it was to preserve team value, but it was also to improve the bench. So, Semenyo missing out completely means I'm now getting Thiago off the bench, which hopefully I've got it the right way around. Thiago in front of Mukiele. And hopefully Thiago can do something, because if he does, all of a sudden that -4 looks so much better, just based on that. Trev on 8. Is he actually on 8? Has he gone up 1? Maybe he gained 1 late. That's why I'm happy. Sanchez went up to 2 bonus. So what? 19 points for Sanchez in it. The last shot was a save. No way did that affect the bonus points. If that affected the bonus points, that is ridiculous. Let me have a look here. 2-0. Wow, okay, I'll take it. Enzo, 3 bonus. All of a sudden, there's 4 Chelsea players on 2 bonus. So Sanchez, 28. Chalobah 28, Tosin 28, Neto 28. So there's going to be 4 players get 2 points each. I think that's how it works. And Enzo gets 3. I'll take it. I'll take it, boys. I'm not going to sit here and complain. That's really good for my team. I'll take it. Fantastic. If you've got Enzo, congratulations. You've got 11 points. If you've got Chalobah, you're looking pretty sexy. You got 8. You're looking pretty sexy. You got 8. That's good. I feel like the -4 has already paid itself off. And I get Thiago on for Semenyo. Will Kuka get 1 bonus point? Nah. So if you're not on 28, you're cooked. Because there's 4 blokes on 28. Sanchez, Sanchez has been super good in goal. I don't know how that counted as a save because that wasn't a save, but it is what it is. Yeah, the bonus might change by tomorrow night. You could be right. It might even change by the 3 p.m. kickoffs. We don't know. If there's a 5th player on 28 that can't be seen, what happens? I think we'd see him. Where is Kukurea and all this? 19 from Chalobah and Enzo. I mean, that's a very nice start, isn't it? Very good. No FPL Kevy Kukurea not in it, unless he also on 28 somehow. It was one of them weird performances. Like, Chelsea did not play well, and they've won 2-0. Yeah, I'll take it. Chalobah 8 points to begin the game week. All right, Trig's woken up. Trig's excited. Sorry, I'm just responding to a text. Great to have that last say, mate. That was actually pretty funny. As I don't actually know how that counted. I don't know how that counted. Well, yeah, exactly. We know bonus can change. It's very temperamental. Let's be honest. That would not surprise me if Chalobah went down. I would not be surprised. It's either 6. It's either going to be 7. It's going to be 8. It's going to change. I wouldn't. Yeah. You got to put the SpongeBob graphic up. I mean, yeah. I mean, the D-Unit is off to a decent start. I'm happy with 6. If it's 6, I'll take it. I just wanted the clean sheet. Anything else is a bonus. Let's have a look. I'm surprised that Chalobah dropped out, to be fair, because other than that tackle, he didn't actually do much wrong in that last bit, and he actually had a thing. Let's have a look on the... Yeah, so now it's Sanchez. Wow, he's completely dropped out. He's completely dropped off. So Kukurea is now there with 27, and Chalobah's completely gone. Weird. So Enzo on 3. It's going to be Sanchez 2, Tosin 2, Neto 2. Oh, Chalobah's now on 27. He's not getting one, though. So if you've got 3 blokes on 28, Chalobah does not get a point. So he'll be down to 6. So it'll be interesting to see if that alters between now and a little bit. But yeah. Tosin is on 10. Chal's 27 now on the site. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, he's updated. Yeah, I'm too greedy. Too greedy. They knew I had him. They was like, nope, take the bonus off. Take the bonus off. Tosin on 10 points. I know, that's pretty sexy. That's pretty sexy, not going to lie. Chalobah lost out on bonus. Yeah. I love the bonus point system. It makes no sense to me. How can the game be finished and it changes? Like, you would think that if that is the bonus points at the end of the game, how does it actually change? Unless someone deliberately goes in and changes it. That's the bit I don't understand about it. It all seems a bit shady. A bit shady in the background. Either way, I'll take 6 points. I'm not used to getting clean sheets in my defence, so 6 points still feels pretty good. And the last time I got 6 points from Chalobah, I had a really good week. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come. All right, we are going to end this particular stream in about 5 minutes. So any comments about the game, get them in. You're going to get redirected straight to the new stream, but it gives me about a 5-minute, 10-minute break before I hop back on. So that way I can go and make myself a new drink, which would be nice. Why did Bro get a comically large mug? I have a feeling the Chelsea game has me in mini league. Let's go, Enzo. Mate, James... I feel for James owners, man. Like, I do not know why Enzo started him. Like, why would you just not start Gusto or someone else? Like, it made no sense what was going on with that. I wonder if I can get four returns from my defenders. Like every defender and goalkeeper return for me. Like, I've not had more than one return in any given game week all season. So, again, if you're joining the live 3 p.m. watch along, if Munoz gets 2 attacking returns and Virgil blanks, I'm going to gift 20 memberships to the chat. So start praying if you're not a Virgil owner who blanks. And Munoz gets a double attacking return. I've just got a feeling that Munoz is going to pop today. So far, so good. Enzo and Chalobah, very nice. Has hurt me in my mini league, sorry. Fair. That makes a bit more sense. I was like, okay, interesting. I want a Munoz hat-trick. I mean, if Munoz scores a hat-trick, I mean, what is his ownership like post the deadline? 18.8% ownership. 18.8% ownership feels pretty damn good. I'm here for it. We're all here for it. Sanchez on wildcard 9 was a GOAT move. I'm not going to lie. Sanchez at that price, like Chelsea's underlying defensive numbers are actually not too bad. Like, it's pretty good. FYI, I've got jokes because on the next stream you'll see a different graphic to what my team looks like here. I sneakily put in Chalobah 17 points, hoping he'd score a goal. At least he's returned, so it's not completely a whiff. But I was being a little bit, I suppose I was being a little bit greedy. But that can happen. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, that's actually going to be 13 minus 7. All right, bear with me. I'm just updating a graphic at the moment for the next watch along. So I might be a little distracted briefly. All right, there we go. That makes a bit more sense. Turn that up. Oh, that's not going to work. That'll work. All right. I've just updated the graphic. Hopefully it makes sense when it comes in. At the moment, I've just gifted Chalobah 6 points. And if he gets 8, by all means, that's amazing. If he doesn't, then we don't care. Liverpool concedes surely. Just the FPL goods punishing the herd. It'd be nice. I'll be here for it regardless. Either that or Virgil van Dijk's going to score a header. It's going to be one or the other. He's either going to blank or score a header. I'm just hoping he blanks. Don't know about Munoz, but Van Dijk is 100% blanking. Keeping Sanchez for Arsenal next week. Yeah, why not? He'll probably make the saves next week. I wouldn't be worried about it. Chelsea scammed so many clean sheets. Defo worth having one defender from them. Sanchez gives me a heart attack sometimes when I had him in the early weeks. Yeah. Sanchez really wants the golden glove too, by the way, but had an interview this week. 20 points from Sanchez, Pedro, and Enzo. I mean, that's still pretty good, regardless of the fact that João Pedro obviously blanked. Free hit next game week. For my team, no. I've got no issue with Man United playing Palace. I think that there's every chance that all 5 players could actually return in that game. The original plan was to sell Chalobah for a City defender and to bring Foden in for Semenyo. So my team looks pretty good. Like, for next week, it does not need a free hit. So that's the plan there. Also, did I download that? I feel like I did. Let's download that. Oh, no, I did not download that. Not getting myself ready. That's poor. All All right, we're going to go another 2 minutes. Any last final comments before I sit there? I'm going to take a 10-minute break. I'm going to send you into the thing. You can start chatting amongst yourselves in there, but I'm going to have a 10-minute break so I can quickly go and see if the missus has come home, wish her good night, and make myself a new drink. Let's go Liverpool FC. Love it. Got to get Liverpool fans in the chat. Liverpool fans in the chat. Get amongst it. Get amongst it. All right. Who is first on your bench and will they get subbed on? Yes. Sorry. I've got a very good bench. Thiago is coming off the bench for me for Semenyo. So all those people that sat there and wondered why I took a -4, that's why. I wasn't convinced Semenyo was going to play, but I didn't want to sell Semenyo this week because I didn't want my replacement for Semenyo this week. I mean, if Foden bangs tonight, I'll be like, oh, I should have just done that move instead of bringing in Thiago. But I'm now set up for next week. Thiago and Van den Berg obviously play against Burnley at home next week. Hopefully there'll be a bunch of points there. And then I'll bring in the 2 City boys for another -4, but I think that will work as well. And I'm probably going to show Chalobah the door. I don't trust Enzo Maresca Roulette, and I want to jump off. Thank you very much, Chalobah. 3 clean sheets in a row. I don't think he can continue to get that lucky. Yeah, Enzo's definitely got the full BPS. No doubt about that at all. So yeah, I've got Thiago coming off the bench, which feels good. I wanted to bench Haaland, but now he'll get subbed on instead of Semenyo for me. Yeah, it is what it is. That's why I ended up. I don't know why. I felt like compelled. I needed to do the -4 because I was worried about the bench. Now I feel quite confident. And hopefully Thiago bangs. If Thiago bangs, I'm going to be loving life. Yeah, I don't know what the City lineup is. It's going to be interesting to watch. Anyways, folks, I'm taking a quick 10-minute break. I will see you all in 10 minutes. I'll dump you all into the next stream ready to go for the live watch along. 3 p.m. game. We've got 5 games covered. We've got the shot glass ready to go. We're ready. I'm going to go and pour myself a drink. You guys have a break as well, and I'll see you all in about 10 minutes.